Hey, guess what? This is Amo Elizabeth, because you have to say I love you every day in the mirror.
Absolutely.
And you just do that. So I'm gonna make you like a love fest of French toast with homemade strawberry butter.
Perfect.
What? Let's do it. I'm Angela Shelton. And this is Stirring Up Trouble. Okay, I have the oven preheating. Oh, so
And what kind of bread do we have here?
this is just a big old loaf of white bread. Let's talk about the patriarchy.
I think we dated in college.
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna get this going in the oven, and then we'll make strawberry butter and stuff. You are so beautiful.
You're so beautiful.
Jesus. Can I touch you?
Where do you want to touch me?
Ho! On your arm.
That's free.
I'm like that. Would you like some black coffee, like my heart?
Like my soul.
I remember having money. Okay, I'm gonna add a little brandy. You don't mind, right?
I don't mind at all.
Just a little brandy. This, whatever. Shut your face. You don't need to judge me. So, and then we're gonna make butter, but we're not gonna use this. This is a genius.
And we're not going to make it the
No.
old-fashioned way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm gonna start a butter company here soon. Just watch. Yeah, I'm gonna have the
Please be
cow.
in can I please be in the commercial? Just
Yeah.
like out there just churning away.
Well, I want the cow to churn its own butter.
Oh, how feminist.
To walk around and it's like churning its own butter. And then it's like, this is Betsy. She listens to Mozart all day. And she's going to have, it's Mardi Gras, so she has king cake butter this month. So we're going to stick this bread, this white bread, in white milk. Just a bunch of white. So,
Oh, look, it's like Congress.
oh my God. So, okay, speaking of white, I think, here's my theory, okay? I think that feminism fucked up, or is fucking up. It's
Well,
messing
because it
up.
was done by all white women?
Well, because the men didn't come.
Well,
And
they,
I think
they
the
come
men-
every other day at
think
our discretion.
I think
so.
the men need to come. Because we need the men, because it's like we need the men to... Okay, so did you know that the ERA has not actually been passed yet?
Yes, I actually just watched
Like,
Mrs. America.
Yep.
Which was fantastic.
Okay, this is going in the oven. And then what? Okay, this is perfect. So then we're done. We're done with this. Wouldn't it be awesome if we were at the Greek restaurant and I could just literally just throw this? I'll just throw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a few people you could throw it at too if you're interested.
Speaking of strawberries, if you'd like to cut some, you're welcome.
I would love to.
Here's your knife.
Perfect.
I have a little
And
sip of-
what kind of are we doing? Chunks or slices?
Well,
or-
I'm gonna mash that up and make a little strawberry puree that I then
Okay.
put in to butter.
So delicacy is not necessary.
No, just
okay,
rough, like
fabulous.
rough, just like us sometimes. So, okay, so I was in the modeling agency and there's the hot girls everywhere. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
they're
it's like they're just
absolutely
everywhere.
ethereal.
And there's this one girl that looks just like Kristen, what's her name from the vampire movies, the Twilight
Oh,
movies.
my biggest
Strong jaw.
crush. So beautiful.
So there's this girl that looked just like her that just saw me in the agency and was just like, hello. And I'm like, no, not interested. Not really interested. I'm more
So
of
you
like
had
the-
never been interested in women up to this point?
That's a lie. That's a damn lie. I have
Well, bitch, I'm your priest. Des.
just might as well confess.
That was easy.
So like I smooched girls, when you have tequila.
Colloquially.
Yeah. No, in the face.
Honey, I said colloquially,
I'm
not
like,
cunnilinguistly.
So this girl was like after me, and I'm like not interested. I was like, I was a little bit like, yipes. So I had this beautiful apartment in Paris, and I am in the kitchen. I can't believe I'm telling you this story, but shit. And I'm in the kitchen. I have giant strawberries, the kind that have the big stem and all the leaves on them, and I'm dipping them into my double boiler because I'm making dark chocolate dipped strawberries and laying them on wax paper. Okay.
Fabulous.
And there's a knock on the door. Oh. And I'm like, who could that be? And I walk to the door, and this girl is standing there in a white t-shirt, no bra, with this great belt buckle and these jeans, and she's holding a bottle of whiskey. And I'm like, well,
my kind of
hello.
woman.
And I'm like holding this
She had
strawberry.
a motorcycle and a trust fund, I would have proposed.
And I literally am standing there with this strawberry, and I'm like, what are you doing here? And she goes, I'm gonna get you drunk and fuck you.
Fuck me.
And I was like, okay. Okay.
Well, and I think that really contributes to, that story of yours contributes to, and the hesitancy to share it contributes to lesbian erasure at large, which is something we discuss a lot in the trans community.
When you say lesbian erasure, what do you mean by that? For
Well,
real?
I'm just saying, like,
People are-
especially
like-
among, for trans women in particular, it's like so much of the way that we're represented in media is dependent upon a male gaze. So you almost never see narratives.
male gaze?
Yeah, so like what males see and then consequently turn into reality in film. And
Interesting.
there's no representations of trans women in lesbian relationships in media. And that to me,
Women in lesbian relationships.
that to me is problematic because it doesn't allow us to be, ooh, that is good butter too.
Doesn't it?
It doesn't allow us to be complete people.
That is where the hammer comes in my film, The Hammer. I never got on a soapbox. You're never lectured to, ever.
Yeah.
You just see life. You get
Which
to
is so
look-
much more powerful than a
I
lecture.
think so. I think so.
Because you know where you make your money?
Hold on. Look at that. Oh, shit. Look at that. Now we're just gonna stick that.
Oh, that looks incredible.
Yeah. Can I stick this in the refrigerator real fast? I'm just gonna just stick it in the refrigerator until we're ready.
I'm gonna,
Okay, watch this. This is gonna be like we need to take a nap later. After we eat this, we're taking a nap. Lord have mercy. Cut to the.
cut to her second lesbian experience.
Oh my God! What the hell? Oh God, I had another
This
one.
time in Paris, Tennessee.
I did have another one. I really did. And
You are
and
so full of it. I'm living for this.
She like literally was all over me, and I was like, "Help me!"
So
and I
you're
had
a
my
sub
butt-
no matter who's
I have my
fucking
butt.
you.
That's not true. That's not true. Come on, we can switch roles. So she was all about me, like all over me. She's like, and she came and sat on my lap. I was like, whoa, what are you doing? She's like, I just wanted to tell you that I've been into you ever since I met you in Paris. Something about Paris. And I'm like, oh, really? I gotta go. And I'm going down the hallway, and she's following me. And she gets into the hotel, the elevator with me, and she starts like making out with me. And I've got my bike, and I'm like holding onto my bike. I'm like, help me, baby Jesus. She's so hot, but I don't know what to do. Oh my God, I gotta go. Okay, now I'm gonna plate this, and then we're gonna talk about some shit. Okay?
Okay, so that also with lesbian erasure, it's like
Lesbian
it's
erasure. It's
such-
such a word. I've never.
Well, it's such it's a word and it's a
erasure.
bummer because it's like if women,
More white.
um,
I'm listening.
you know, it's like men fuck each other all the time. They're just liars.
Do they?
Yes, and I'm not talking about the gay ones. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is like wrong. This is wrong on
Oh, I
so
should have
many-
brought some
on so
because we're
many
both
levels.
lactose intolerant.
Oh, no, we're not. You can eat it, and then we'll just go fart and take a nap together.
Oh yeah, we're single. We can fart wherever we want now.
I'm like,
Hear that, guys? We're not shaving our legs and we're farting.
farting. Hello.
We're not Kardashians.
I'm gonna eat some dairy. Okay, this right here is like you're gonna want
I
to
am
make out.
so excited.
You're gonna want to make out. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Okay,
Yeah.
now watch this. This is strawberry butter, and then we're just gonna do a little bit of maple syrup around it, and a little bit of strawberries, and then we're just gonna go sit down and talk about. Oh, we could talk about a Kundalini awakening. Mm-hmm. Je parle français quand je devins. Do you know what I said?
No.
I speak French when I have wine. Yeah. Okay, look at that. Look at that, how pretty
That
it
looks
is.
delicious.
All right, now watch this. Get your plate. Look at that.
I was a waitress for years. Can I carry these for us?
Oh.
I'll also
Why,
carry
yes.
the weight of the world.
Your black coffee.
Merci beaucoup.
Like my heart.
Where are we going?
We're going over there and doing whatever the fuck we want. Bye. Oh my.
Okay, so what do we want to, now that we have food in front of us, do we want to talk about group sex or do we want to talk about female economy?
Well, at the same time, like group sex helping
I mean,
female
that-
comedy.
yeah. We also do need to empower female comedy.
Yeah, I'm like,
Which you're a comedian as well.
We're doing female comedy.
Yeah.
Let's empower me. Us. What? I'm just gonna stuff my face.
I was talking to the stupidest man the other day, and he
During group sex?
Absolutely not. You gotta have an IQ on a piece of paper with some validation before you stick it in me. Come ready with an IQ test and an STD test,
Oh.
and a bank statement.
Oh my god. I would be like, oh my god, this is good. Wow. So female economy.
Oh yeah. So it's like if we must exist in a capitalist society, how do we do so with a small amount of integrity or whatever integrity can be maintained in capitalism? And I think it's just by like empowering other women, you know, like I think that there are several strengths to doing so. You know, we're like putting more women in the industry, which especially in our industry in entertainment, super important. And that's not just because we want to give women opportunities, but it's also because we look out for each other. And if like we're the only, I mean, I'm sure there have been so many times you're the only woman on set and you're like, something could go so bad and none of these men will likely be brave enough to tell on the man that's being bad. You know?
Facing men who are like, and women who are like, who do you think you are? So I got the biggest dick in Nashville.
Can I see it?
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You ready?
Oh, and you came prepared. Oh my god.
Right? It's dirty. Because it's
Jane
not
Fonda
used. It's not. I want to be really clear. That is a prop. That is not. It's
You've
like,
really never used it?
because it's a prop. What are you kidding me? I'd be like, no.
It is really aggressive.
It's aggressive. It's like. Try it.
Can you imagine?
I can't imagine. It feels so good.
I mean, I look back on my life and I don't think I started living like I had a dick until after I transitioned.
I have a dick now.
Exactly. But, you know, I was so, like, I've always just been so disenchanted with the mechanisms of masculinity. I mean, I feel like so much of what masculinity is predicated upon is like control and subordination, which if practiced with consent is fabulous. But, you know, like you were saying earlier, I don't want to be treated like a pet. I don't want to be talked down to. If I'm doing a job and you've hired me to do it, you had better talk to me like all of the men on set.
Yeah.
You know?
Or
like,
actually, I'm the boss and I'm paying you. Sorry. Hi. Let's talk about that.
That's what drives me the craziest, you know, is going into projects and being treated like a child.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I'm a grown ass woman. And the only reason that you know, mentioning to whatever man I'm working for or with, have this is because of your dick. I mean, I have met some very qualified, very talented men,
Yeah,
but
too.
not as many as I have met unqualified. As someone who modeled for a long time, had access to beauty, I don't know, I had sex with so many models while I was living in New York, and now I've like found that it's like warped my brain in the sense where now I like find myself having sex with like categorically ugly people. But
they're better in bed. Just like incest survivors are better in bed. Oh, I'm sorry. We've been trained. I hate to speak the
it
truth.
broke my heart.
But I mean, it's fucked up, but it's true because you're trained, you know, which is messed up. It's like, okay, well then let's fix that.
Yeah.
And if we actually talk about it and actually talk about it up here and not dark in, you know, the dark basements,
Yeah.
then we can actually
Take it off Reddit and put it on Facebook.
boom. Just like you're just full of that. You're just like rolling them out. How was your food?
I'm full. So good.
I'm full too. Well, okay, so that
Yeah, that's been under the table this whole time.
this has been Amo Elizabeth. And you know what? May I leave you with love yourself in all ways.
Please do. Okay.